Dr. Elaine Kovacs hunched over her desk, rubbing her bloodshot eyes. For weeks, she'd been analyzing data from the new quantum telescope, searching for evidence of parallel universes. Tonight, she was close to a breakthrough. She could feel it. The lab hummed with the soft whir of computers. Outside, rain lashed against the windows, punctuated by distant thunder. Elaine took a deep breath and peered into the telescope's eyepiece. At first, she saw only the usual dance of subatomic particles, shimmering like cosmic fireflies. Then, without warning, the view shifted. The particles coalesced, forming an impossible vast eye that stared back at her with alien intelligence. Elaine recoiled, her heart pounding. She blinked furiously, convinced she was hallucinating from lack of sleep. When she looked again, the eye was gone. But now, in the spaces between particles, she noticed something. Writhing tendrils of non-existent weaving through reality's fabric. Her hand shook as she recorded her observations. The numbers didn't make sense. They suggested geometries that shouldn't exist, dimensions beyond the known universe. That night, Elaine dreamed of oceanic voids and geometry-defying cities. Vast structures loomed, built from materials that hurt her mind to contemplate. In the distance, titanic shapes moved with ponderous grace, their forms constantly shifting. She awoke in sweat, her throat raw from screaming. To her horror, she found equations scrawled across her walls, ceiling, even her own skin, all in her writing. They were solutions to questions humanity wasn't meant to ask, answers to cosmic riddles that defied comprehension. As she stared at the arcane symbols, Elaine realized with mounting terror that she could understand them. Worse, they were whispering to her, promising knowledge beyond mortal comprehension. Each formula pulsed with the inner light, casting writhing shadows that seemed to reach for her. Over the next days, Elaine's colleagues noticed her strange behavior. She muttered to herself in an unknown language, her eyes darting to empty corners of the room. When they tried to shut down her project, she became violent, ranting about the truth hidden in the void. One night, security cameras caught Elaine breaking into the lab. She stood before the quantum telescope, arms outstretched. As the guards rushed to stop her, she smiled a twisted, knowing smile that chilled them to the bone. "Don't you see?" she whispered, her voice layered with inhumane frequencies. "It's beautiful. It's always been there, waiting in the spaces between worlds. And now, it has glimpsed us back." The footage showed Elaine's form shimmer and distort before she simply vanished. All that remained was a faint echoing laugh and a lingering sense of something vast and patient stirring in the cosmic depths. The quantum telescope was dismantled, the project buried under layers of government secrecy. But sometimes, on stormy nights, the scientists who work there swear they can hear whispers from the void, calling them to peer once more into the abyss.